in 5, 4, 3, 2. We're live. Bow. All right, everybody. The impression of increase today. This is all about you. This is all about you and what you think of increasing other people. So, first off, we've got a giveaway coming up. Let me see if I published that here. We've got a giveaway coming up, and I'm so excited for this thing. All right, cool. First time trying this poll giveaway. So if you're streaming on YouTube, go over to the group and you can see the giveaway that we've got. So all you've got to do for this giveaway, I'm going to tell you what the giveaway is here in a second. All you've got to do for the giveaway is invite your friends to come into the group so we can invite them to increase. That's it. That's all you got to do. Invite your friends to increase, and then maybe have a screenshot of it and then show me that you invited some people in. So that's awesome. We're going to give you a hardcover copy of the science. You can get it for free right here in the comments, but we're going to give you a hardcover copy of it, and it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be the best thing you've had, and it's going to be a hardcover copy, and we're going to give you a $20 Amazon gift card, so that way you can increase your life immediately. Spend it on whatever you want. So $20 Amazon gift card. So answer the poll. Are you guys ready for a giveaway? I'm ready. I love giveaways. So there's only 2 answers for the giveaway, by the way. Yes, and absolutely. So the impression of increase. So yesterday we talked about getting into the right business, and we can get into the right business by whatever fulfills us. So we have to be fulfilled in order to get into the right business. We have to know that whatever we're going to get into is going to fulfill us. Okay, we're going to spend our entire life on the right business for increasing. We have to make sure it's the right business that's going to fulfill us. So yes, absolutely, you need to get in the right business. So watch that video if you haven't, the last one that we just did. But otherwise, impression of increase, chapter 14. We're almost done with this book, guys, and then I'm going to read it again and again and again, and you should too. Not on lives, but it's definitely one that you should read. It's really short. The Law of Attraction Manifester, Wallace Wattles. So the impression of increase, the very first thing we need to understand is we are increasing. It's human instinct to increase. It's the voice in the back of your head telling you that you need to always keep increasing. If we don't increase, there's a going back in everything, right? There's decrease. There's all the things that don't come with increase, right? So it's really important to understand that we are all increasing. It's human need, it's nature. Everything has to increase. And when we have increase, we have to give increase to literally everybody that we talk to. Every single person, no matter if it's a child or you're selling them a stick of candy or something like that, any customers that you have to be in the way of increase. You are in the way of increase. You have to express that to literally everybody. Every single person that you talk to, understand that. So if you're in the way of increase, you are around people and they won't even have to talk to you. They'll just know because you'll give off that vibration that you're in the way of increase. Convey the impression of advancement with everything you do so that all people shall receive the impression that you are the advancing person. And that you advance all who you deal with, even to people whom you meet in a social way without any thought of business, and to whom you do not try to sell anything to. Give the thought of increase. You can convey this impression by holding the unshakable faith that you yourself are in the way of increase, and by letting this faith inspire, fill, and permeate every action. Do everything you do in the firm conviction that you are an advancing personality and that you are giving an advancement to everybody, no matter what you do. That is so important. When anybody asks you how your business is going, it's always advancing. When anybody asks you how life is going, it's always increasing. It's never going back. Don't even talk about the troubles of other people, and don't even talk about the troubles of COVID and what all this other stuff has done. You are advancing no matter what. Right? I've made more money than I've ever made in my life with COVID. I do internet marketing as my main business that makes me the most money. I've made more money during this COVID, this whole COVID thing. Me and my wife made more money during this whole COVID thing, this whole disaster, than any other month. Because everybody wanted to go online. Everybody shifted and we were ready for increase. That's another thing too. The impression of increase, you have to be ready for the increase, right? The whole thing turns on being ready for the increase. And one way you can do that is set up a payment funnel, like with PayPal, anything like that, so you're ready to receive the money. Also, this money up here, I keep this lying around everywhere in my house so that it's a wealth trigger. I keep $100 bills in my wallet, crisp in my wallet, so that way, as soon as I open up my wallet, I know there's money in there. I always have money coming in. So that's the impression of increase. And you have to give this impression to literally everybody that you talk to. It doesn't matter who it is. It could be your neighbor. It could be a child. It could be anyone that you talk to. You are never going in decrease. Literally anyone that you talk to. And then what we have to do is do this in a creative way. There's no meaning to compete. You never have to compete for anything, because if you're competing, if you're looking at someone else that has something that you don't have, you're telling infinite intelligence that there isn't enough. And what does that mean? That means that you're looking at lack. You're looking at poverty. There is no such thing as poverty. The reality is wealth. You have all the wealth. You have all the wealth. You create all the wealth. Well, Andrew, there's competition, there's boxing, there's fighting, there's all this competition, there's bodybuilding, there's things like that. You're only creating yourself. There's no competition. If you want to look at competition, you're only competing with yourself, because you're never going to look like that person. You're never going to beat that person. You're only going to beat yourself. Right? Not beat yourself. You're gonna create yourself. You're gonna become yourself. And then what we really have to do is beware of power over other men. There's no reason to have power over other men. It does no good to have power over other men. That's what people that are not increasing have. They want power over other men. So today, the main motive in the business and industrial world is the same. Men marshal their armies of dollars and lay waste the lives and hearts of millions in the same mad scramble for power over others. Commercial kings, like political kings, are inspired by the lust for power. Jesus saw in the desire for mastery the moving impulse of the evil world he sought to overthrow. Look out for the temptation to seek authority or to become the master, to be considered as one who is above the common herd, to impress others by lavish display, and so on. The mind that seeks mastery over others is the competitive mind. This right here, I honestly thought about getting this tattooed on me. Create, don't compete. This is so valuable, guys. We do not have to compete. No one is doing what you're doing. There may be other people that do it that are in the same business, that are in the same vocation, but no one's doing it like you, right? There's thousands of different brands out there. I'm looking at a Ford right now. How many different car brands are there? Ford started with one vehicle, and now there's Mitsubishi, there's Chevy, there's so many different brands. So if you're worried about copying someone, you can do what they did, but twist it to make it your own, right? In order to master your environment and your destiny, it is not at all necessary that you should rule over your fellow men. And indeed, when you fall into the world's struggle for the high places, you begin to be conquered by fate and environment. And your getting rich becomes a matter of chance and not speculation. This is a science of getting rich. And the science of getting rich is down to mathematical precision to create, do not compete. And it comes down to believing that you have it already and then feeling like you have it already. So you have to emotionalize the feeling of already having it. You have to touch the wealth. Me and my wife, we are world travelers. So what we do is we make sure that we take vacations and we make sure that we do things that is going to be touching the wealth. So we get used to the fact of doing that. Just like the reason why we have so many $100 bills everywhere. We have to get used to the fact of being wealthy. Your subconscious is very tricky. It can refuse things from your childhood that you didn't even know about, that you don't even think about. You don't have a choice to think about it. Your subconscious is doing the thinking for you. It's the habitual thought. We have to change the habitual thoughts so that we can get increase and impress it into our subconscious. And we do that through money lying around, through touching wealth. If you want to donate to charity, things like that, go do charity movements on the weekends. That's how you become the person that you want to become. Does that make sense? Comment yes if that makes sense. I have to make sure that these comments are even working down here. But so believe that we're getting it right now. Feel it. Emotionalize it. Close your eyes if you have to. Do it morning and night. And then act, right? Acting in a certain way like we already have it. It is so important to act in a certain way because if we just think of something, it's not going to come to us. I dare you to look at a cup of coffee and lock yourself in a room. The coffee's not going to come to you. The coffee is not going to come to you, I promise. You have to act. You have to use your mind, hands, feet, all of it to bring the coffee to you. Okay? This is where most people fail in the law of attraction right here is the acting part. So getting rich, it isn't a shame to get rich. You should not be ashamed to tell people about how much money, not tell people because you don't want to be boastful. That's not part of getting rich. But you should be very confident that you are getting rich, right? And you have to put the increased impression onto every person that you talk to, every single person. So getting rich, all that is more life, right? Getting rich is more life. That's all that means. Rich in life, love, harmony, everything. So if you guys missed the first part of it, we're doing a giveaway too. All you got to do is share this group and invite your friends to it. So share this group, invite your friends to it, and screenshot the fact that you did obviously send people to it. This is a mastermind group. We want to increase. And if you have anything that you can share in the group too, obviously that's going to be super helpful. So thank you guys so much. We'll see you on the next one.